So try to sit on the floor. You can do this on the chair as well, right? So when your hips are very tight or your back hurts, sit on the chair, that's fine. What we are going to do here is you bring one ankle. Let's start with the right one. You bring the right ankle on the top of your left knee, something like this. And now what we are going to do, left hand holding your right heel, like horseshoe grip. And with your right hand, you hold the top of the foot and you start to stretch it this way, okay? So the toes, you are starting to bend the toes toward your heel. What you are starting to feel is the stretch on the top of the foot here, this area. So start to bring your toes close to your heel. The more you extend your ankle, the more stretch you're gonna feel here on the ankle, or maybe even in the shin, which is nice. So yeah, do this few times. I'm pressing my heel toward the toes and the toes toward the heel. I come a little bit more here so you can see me better. So start to bend those toes until you feel that this is really lengthening. Okay, now what we are going to do next is you place your big thumbs in the center of the mound. As I said, the mound of the foot is this area and the center will be here. So when you start to press the big thumb in the center, the front foot rises, it gets round, it's really nice. So you start to press, preferably both thumbs, and with the other fingers, you start to bend the edges of your foot inwards. Okay, so I'm basically stretching that foot like this, transversely, okay? So you press those thumbs in the middle of your mound. So it gets soft on the top, but also it gets hollow here in this area. And if you have babies, small babies, observe the feet. When we are born, this hollow is there. It's not this kind of foot. It's soft on the bottom. So the toes can go down. The toes will be touching the floor or nearly touching the floor. You will feel the difference when we finish with this stretching. So press your big thumbs in the center of your mound and just bend your edges of the foot inwards until you feel that the top of the foot is nice, wide and soft. So this is very important. Now, step 3. With your finger and your index finger and the thumb, you hold each joint of the toe and you bend it inwards, stretching it inwards, toe by toe. So you hold the joint, you stretch it inwards. And if it cracks, it's okay. It means you are just releasing the air from the joint, which is kind of liberating as well. But it also indicates that you might be putting pressure there. Okay, so one more stretch of the top of the foot, and now what I want you to do is place that foot that you've been massaging next to the other one and feel the difference. Wow. I mean, most people, when I do this exercise with them, they go like, oh, wow. The toes on the foot that you just released are naturally grounded. And this is important because we think of the feet or the legs just like, okay, we know there are connections with the inner organs, and we should probably get a massage, foot massage from time to time, and that's good for circulation, and feet should be healthy because they are carrying us around. But we never think about one more important thing, and that is that feet are very important grounding tool. It means that through your feet, the electromagnetic field in your body get discharged. All right? And especially nowadays when we live surrounded by electromagnetic field, right? Like the Wi-Fi is everywhere. So we need to discharge that. Otherwise, it can be really harmful for our bodies. But there is only one condition. When your foot is completely stretched and tight on the front side, the discharge doesn't happen. So that's why now you feel that the foot you've been massaging is completely grounded. And when you close your eyes, you might even feel like the whole leg is more relaxed. When you start to do this regularly, and your toes become more and more relaxed, and you start to feel like they are more and more on the ground, and the whole foot is softer, you start to realize that maybe your bad knee is getting better, maybe your hip is getting better, maybe you experience less pain, right? So these small details are so important and so fascinating, right? We are learning about human body every single day. Okay, so let's fix the other foot, all right?